Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another document in December where I take this sketch file, and this sketch came from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and use it on my sketch. So I am going to be doing, the layout is pretty close to it. It's very simple, very easy. This only took me about 30 minutes to do, which is not the norm for me, but I was glad for it. So I backed it with one of my white, close to my heart papers, and this is where it becomes the very last pages of this collection from Simple Stories. I absolutely love this collection. I wish I could have gotten like 30 more pages of it, but I love it. So while you're watching this, the photos that I will be using in this particular layout this time is from Strasbourg, France. We went to the Christmas market. I'm going to explain a little bit about our Christmas markets as well. So in the year of 2016, the year before we moved back from Germany, my husband and my children went to the States because my son had to go to his dad's for Christmas. And my husband took him this time because I took him the year before. And I did up everything, I got everything, and I decided to stay back. So I went and did a ton of Christmas markets. I wasn't working at the time. All I did was babysit. So I babysat on the weekends, and then I did in-home daycare in my house, and I did more hourly care. So with that being said, if I wanted to close, I could close. If I didn't want to close, I had kids at my house. And I decided that that year, the 2016, which is what a lot of these were from, I did tons and tons of Christmas markets because I missed a lot of them because I was working. My first year and a half of working in Germany, I was working as a store manager for one of the retail facilities that are here at the store, or that's here at the States, is also over there in Germany, and I transferred. So about a year and a half, I was a store manager working 60 some hours, never home, could never go anywhere because every time I wanted to go, somebody else wanted to be off, and so of course I stayed back, etc., all of that kind of stuff because I was a retail manager. And then I decided about a year and a half into it, I decided to quit. And I went and did more of babysitting and in-home daycare for my family. So I was home for my daughter, I was home for my husband. My husband always had weird schedules, but this unit was a very weird schedule. So it worked out perfect. And just a little bit about the layout. I went and got all the stuff put together and did the banners, did everything like what the paper wanted, and now I'm just embellishing everything. You will see me just embellish, and I'm telling you, I embellish and I embellish and I look, trying to figure out what I want to do. And this particular market here is the Cathedral of Notre Dame in France, in the Strasbourg area. So the Christmas market is around this particular church, and I have seen the Notre Dame in France. I've done pictures of it. I've been behind. I mean, I've seen it all. We've been here, and it's this. If you don't know much about this era, it's the Gothic era of France and of Europe in general, and I absolutely loved what it looked like. So the first photo that you see there, it is of me standing in front of it looking funny, holding my hand up. The second photo is my good friend Rebecca. She is holding her camera up, taking a photo, and I stood behind her, and my photograph is of her taking the picture of the cathedral, and you can see the top part of the cathedral in her camera. So you see her, you see the cathedral in the back, and then in her photo or in her screen of her camera, you see the top part of the cathedral. And I absolutely loved how this photo turned out. It worked amazing. So that's what the photos are of. The journaling I do off camera as well, because I just go in and explain a little bit about what the cathedral is. I don't do much journaling, like the respect of like why we went there or any of that, because I've already done that. This was just part of our trip, and I wanted to capture that and put it down because it was part of the Christmas market. So I wanted to put it in there, and it was freezing that day. Oh my gosh, was it freezing. But it was so much fun because I had so much Glühwein. It was ridiculous. So I was okay with that. And where Stuttgart was, Germany, to Strasbourg, France, it was like a hop, skip, and away. We just needed to grab our passports just in case if the Polizei or the French Polizei wanted to pull us over for whatever reason. But this, golly, I couldn't even tell you which one was my most favorite one or my most, like, gorgeous one. But I think the one where, it was the one that was underneath the train track. It was just in a hidden, secluded area. And it was just gorgeous. The people were so friendly there. And, I mean, I never really had a hard time with people anyway in general. I am German, so most people are like, they see me and they just kind of move around like any other German does. So I never really had any, like, bad experiences or any of that sort. But it just was a little bit more because a lot of people spoke English there. And they were actually talking English, and some were, still speaking German or whatever, but it was just a wonderful place, and I think that was my favorite. So here I am. The title is going to be Notre Dame, and I was going out with the title. Now that I have talked my way through all of this and didn't even really talk about the embellishment, I did put all the embellishments down, as you could tell. But I am definitely getting all of that ready to go, and that's pretty much the rest of this. You will see a little bit of a change, and then the still shots will be coming up, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!